Okay, this is weird for me. I don't have a cool intro, so watch me do really cringy stuff to make an intro, because I'm cool like that. Ready? Welcome to yoga. Well, let's try it again. Welcome to yoga. So, now to get down to business. Hi, welcome my OG Yogis, meaning my original yogis who normally take my classes, and everyone else who's deciding to take yoga with me. My name is Brianna, and I will be guiding you through your practice. So I just want to tell everyone hello, and we're just going to be going over a regular yoga flow. This is my favorite yoga flow to teach because it does hip openers, shoulder openers, everything like that. This is probably going to be a 25-minute video, hopefully. And then at the end, I want you to do Savasana. If you don't know what Savasana is, I will also show you that in another video. But let's get down to it. Hello, everyone, and welcome to my yoga space. All you need to practice yoga with me today is a body. So you just need to have yourself. Ideally, you have a yoga mat or just something to where you can cushion your knees and your body as you're practicing yoga, but it's not necessary. And all we're going to do here is I want you to just find an easy seat. Easy seat is just whatever's comfortable for you. And we're going to go ahead. I want you to inhale the shoulders up into the ears. Exhale, roll them down and back, engaging your core, engaging that Mula Bandha. So Mula Bandha engagement, when I'm talking about Mula Bandha engagement, for ladies, that's a Kegel. For men, the best way to describe it, even though I'm not a guy, is to clench those sex organs up. Kind of the sensation you would feel when you're stopping the flow of urine, and that kind of sensation. All we're doing is we're creating that pressure at that Mula Bandha, and we're creating a line of energy that goes all the way up to the crown, the very top of the head. And we're gonna go ahead. I want you to just inhale, shoulders up into the ears. Exhale, roll them down and back. Make sure we're engaging the core, engaging that Mula Bandha. As we're practicing yoga, we want to have this alignment set up so that we are protecting our bodies throughout our practice. It's just a good way, a good habit to have, right? It helps you improve your posture in your day-to-day life. It just helps, honestly, improve your quality of life because you're less likely to get injuries if you're doing something unsafe within your yoga practice. Ideally, you're not, but sometimes it does happen. It's kind of like inner battle between the ego and the soul, right? So all we're going to do here is we're going to let the hands find the knees. You can palms down for grounding or palms up for receiving, and we'll go ahead and gently close those eyes as we tune into our Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi breath is just your ocean's breath. That's what it translates to. And all you're creating is an ocean sound with that breath. And the best way to do this is to take inhale through the nose and exhale through that nose. And then as you're here, let the air brush across the back of the throat, creating an ocean sound with each inhale and an ocean sound with each exhale. As you're here, maybe you'll begin to notice your breath and deepen that breath, deepening your inhales and deepening your exhales. So maybe if you're a beginner, you're going to start with inhales for a count of 2, 1, and then exhale it out for 3, 2, 1. Maybe we'll do this one more time. We're going to go ahead and inhale it for 2, 1. Exhale it out for 3, 2, 1. Maybe if you want to enhance your practice, you're going to inhale for a count of 3, 2, 1. Exhale it out for 3, 2, 1. We'll do this one more time. Inhale 3, 2, 1. Exhale it out 4, 3, 2, 1. I may not always cue your breath, but I want you to keep up this rhythm of breath. Maybe you can enhance it even longer. Maybe you can inhale for a count of 5 or 6, and if you can, more power to you. Breath work is probably my favorite part of yoga because it helps you get grounded the fastest. So what we're doing right now is we're getting grounded just to set up for our practice. So all I want you to do now is, if your eyes are open, go ahead and close them. And we're going to mentally tune into 4 places far away from us. So maybe you're going to tune into the 4 corners of a room that you're in, or 4 points far away from you. And we're going to go and take a deep inhale and a deeper exhale through that nose. From here, I want you to just mentally tune into the 4 corners of your mat. As a reminder, this is your practice and no one else's, so don't compare yourself to where someone else may be in their practice. Don't compare yourself to the way you were yesterday, the way you want to be. All we're going to do here is we're just going to go ahead and mentally tune into being in alignment. We're going to go ahead and begin to notice the body here. We're not going to move. We're going to try not to fidget here. I want you to just tune into the body and tune in to the sensations you're feeling here. Notice where your thoughts are going and let them go. Well, we're going to take a deep inhale through the nose, tuning back into your Ujjayi breath if you lost it. And a deeper exhale through the nose. From here, we're going to go ahead and seal an intention into our practice. Intention setting is like the goal for your practice. It can be something simple like increasing mobility. It could be something physical. It could be something spiritual. Whatever it is that brought you to your mat today or brought you to this very video, I want you to go ahead, tune into your reasoning for it. Maybe you don't know what to tune into. Maybe this is one of your first ever yoga classes and tuning into a reasoning for being here is kind of daunting. And if that is the case, we're just going to tune in to the intention of being present. Letting go of the past, because when we're focused on the past, all we do is get depressed. Letting go of that future. When we're focused on that future, all we do is generate this anxiety. I took this from somewhere, right? But if you are focused on the future and focused on something that's going to happen, you end up living through it twice, right? And all we're going to do is seal that intention you set into your practice. Maybe it's the intention of being present. I'm going to exhale any doubt. We'll do this for a few more breaths. Deep inhale, inhaling that intention in. Exhaling any doubt. Okay, 2 more breaths. Deep inhale. Going to exhale any doubt. From here, we're going to go ahead. We're going to warm up the neck. So I want you to bring your chin to your chest. Taking a deep inhale here. And a deeper exhale. From here, we're going to go and bring left ear to left shoulder. Taking an inhale through the nose. And a deeper exhale. From here, bring it chin to chest, and then bring right ear, right shoulder. We're going to take a deep inhale here. And go ahead and exhale it back into center, back into chin to chest. Inhale it up. From here, we're going to warm up that spine real quick. I want you to inhale those arms, come up into the air. Engage your core, engage that mula bandha. We're going to go ahead and exhale it back down. One more time, deep inhale. And exhale it back down. Let the hands come down beside you. You're going to engage your core, engage that mula bandha, and bring that chin to chest again. And notice the change in the sensations you're feeling here. And go ahead and bring it left ear, left shoulder. We're going to stay here for 4 breaths. And you can stay just like this if this is all you're craving. Or maybe you want to intensify it a little bit by bringing the left hand on top of that head. And we're not pulling here, right? We're just letting the hand rest on the head to aid gravity as we are going and stretching along the neck. 2 more breaths here. Deep inhale. I want you to deepen that exhale. Last breath here. Deep inhale. And deep exhale. We're going to extend that arm out. We're going to bring it back up in the center. From here, you're going to bring right ear, right shoulder. Do here is going to go ahead. I want you to inhale right arm up into the air. We're going to go ahead and exhale. You're going to bring that right hand on top of the head. You're not pulling here. You're just letting that hand rest on the head to help gravity do the work as we stay here for 4 breaths, taking 4 inhales to the nose and 4 exhales. 3 more breaths here. 2 more. Last breath. I want you to take a deep inhale through the nose and a deeper exhale. We're going to extend that arm out. We're going to inhale and back up in the center. And go ahead, exhale, chin to chest. We're going to bring left ear, left shoulder. We're going to make it dynamic here. Chin to chest, right ear, right shoulder. And keep those semicircles going here. Breathing in the process. Maybe if you'd like to, you're going to go ahead and let the head roll all the way back. Only if that feels comfortable to you. We're going to do 4 in one direction. Just one more breath here. And then go ahead and find that stillness at chin to chest. We'll go in the other direction this time. Whatever that is. You're doing those semicircles, just keep those semicircles going. Last breath here, deep inhale through the nose. And deepen that exhale. Okay, from here we're going to go ahead and find that stillness at chin to chest. And we'll go ahead and begin to inhale those arms up into the air. We're going to go ahead and exhale into a spinal twist. You can bring that right hand to the left knee. Left hand falls behind you. You're going to engage your core, engage that Mula Bandha. And let the left hand ground. You can see just like this, or maybe you want to look over the left shoulder here. Taking a deep inhale through the nose and a deeper exhale. We'll stay here for 3 more breaths. 2 more here. Last breath, take a deep inhale through the nose. And a deeper exhale, we'll go ahead and bring it back in the center. From here, inhale those arms up into the air. You go ahead, exhale, we're going to bring that left hand to the right knee. Right hand falls behind you as you gently gaze over the right shoulder. We'll stay here for 4 breaths, taking a deep inhale through the nose. And a deeper exhale. 3 more breaths here. 2 more, deep inhale. And last one, deep inhale. And deep exhale, go and bring it back in the center. From here, inhale, those arms come up into the air. We're going to exhale, we're going to find our tabletop position. So tabletop, what you're going to do here, you're going to make sure your wrists are lined up with the shoulders. Your knees are lined up with the hips. So if you were to check in, you could fit 2 fists in between your knees. And then as you're here, you're going to press the hands into the mat. So these 3 points of the hand, right here, and right here, are you going to press into the mat so much that your hands kind of creating suction cuppy shape, and the backs of the knuckles are pressing into the earth, and you press so much that maybe if it's in your body's alignment, your inner elbows shine towards the front a little bit, and those shoulder blades come apart a little bit. As you're here, you're going to engage your core and engage that Mula Bandha. We're going to make sure wrists are lined up with shoulders, knees, hips, and then we're going to go ahead. I want you to go ahead, begin to take your cat and cow. So you're going to inhale, find your cow pose, shine the heart towards the front, arch that back. And exhale, find that cat. We're going to do this for 4 more rounds of breath. I'm going to switch the other direction. I feel like that might be easier for our practice. 3 more breaths here. Deep inhale. Deepen that exhale. 2 more here. And last breath, take a deep inhale through the nose, shine the heart towards the front, arch that back. And we'll go ahead and exhale, hold that tummy, pull those shoulder blades apart like a Halloween cat. From here, you're going to go ahead and find that neutral tabletop. We're going to tuck the toes, take a deep inhale, exhale, push it back into your downward facing dog. So in that down dog, you notice you're shining your chest towards those thighs. You're not dumping into the shoulders here, right? You're pulling your shoulders away from the ears. Your hands are pressing into the earth so much that you're pulling yourself away from the earth. And maybe your heels ground, maybe they don't, but we're going to go ahead and walk the dog here. So we're just going to alternate bending the knees, taking a deep inhale through the nose, and a deeper exhale. Just 2 more breaths here. Deep inhale. I want you to deepen that exhale. Last one, deep inhale through the nose. And deep exhale from here. Go ahead and find that stillness. And we're going to go ahead and look towards those hands. And then bring it back. From here, you're going to go ahead and kneel up on those tippy toes. And then we're going to tiptoe the feet towards the hands into your forward fold here. As you're here, you're going to ragdoll the top half of the body, connect the hands and the elbows. And we're just going to go ahead, be gentle with the backs of the legs. Keep a gentle bend in the knees. As you rock the top half of the body to the left and to the right. Shake your head yes here. We love yoga. No, there is nowhere else we'd rather be. And yes, we are present. From here, we're going to plant the hands into the mat. You're going to put a gentle bend in the knees, and I want you to inhale. We're going to half lift. So all we're doing is we're going to inhale it up, and notice the chest comes up. And then exhale, find your forward fold. From here, gentle bend in the knees. And we're going to inhale. We're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time into your Tadasana, your mountain pose. So as you're here at the very last vertebrae, I want you to inhale your shoulders up into the ears, and exhale, roll them down and back. Turning the palms towards the front, engaging your core, engaging that Mula Bandha. From here, we're going to go ahead and inhale, those arms come up. So as you're here, I want you to stay standing. I'm going to come down on my knees. You're going to go ahead, you're going to inhale, those arms come up. You're going to engage your core, engage the Mula Bandha, create those prayer hands. And we're going to go ahead, we're going to create a micro back bend in the back here, while engaging your core and engaging your Mula Bandha. From here, we're going to go ahead, micro bend in the knees. Exhale, find your forward fold. Inhale, half lift, the spine comes up halfway. Exhale, find that forward fold. We're going to go ahead and plant the hands into the mat and step it back into your plank pose. From here, take a deep inhale through the nose. And we're going to go ahead and exhale, chaturanga down. So when I say chaturanga down, what we're doing is we're keeping the elbows tucked in. From here, we're going to inhale up, find our fullest expression. So maybe it's that mini cobra. Maybe it's the full cobra. Or maybe you're going to be finding your upward facing dog here. Whatever it is, I want you to take that on your inhale and then exhale, push it back into your down dog. So I'm only going to do one of these, but you're welcome to do as many of these as you need to warm up for your practice so that you actually feel like when we go into the static stretching that you're not hurting yourself, right? Because yoga is about being mindful of your limitations. So you're welcome to pause the video, do this as many times as you need. If you need a breakdown, I have a sun salutation breakdown video. It was my first ever yoga video. I will probably remake it, and that'll be in the little description as well. But as you're here, I'm going to go ahead. Whenever you finish your sun sal, so maybe you're just ready to go, we're going to go ahead and create that tabletop. And I want you to tuck the toes, take a deep inhale, exhale, push it back into your down dog. From here, we're going to go ahead, inhale, left leg comes up. So as we inhale into our down dog, we're not going to open up that hip, right? We're going to go ahead and make sure the hip is squared off here. Engaging your core, engaging the Mula Bandha, pushing away from the earth. Take a deep inhale here. And go ahead and exhale that knee to nose. From here, step it through. We're going to go ahead and find that knee. You're going to ground in that knee and tuck those toes. You're going to take a deep inhale here and exhale it into your low lunge. From here, you can stay just like this, or maybe we'll let the hands frame that foot. And then from here, we're going to walk it into our lizard lunge. So as we're going into our lizard lunge, I want you to notice you're walking the left foot to the left of your mat. You're going to bring your left hand on the inside of the left leg, your left shoulder is on the inside of the left knee. And you stay just like this, right? There are variations here. You can always drop down to your elbows or wherever you need to go. And then I want you to take it. I'm going to show you guys what mine looks like. If you have blocks, use the blocks. If you don't have blocks, we've used textbooks or something, right? So JK, we're gonna go ahead, find our lizard lunge, and I want you to stay in it for 8 breaths. I'm not gonna cue your breaths, so just pause the video and I will show you what's next, right? So maybe just stay in this for 1 more breath, taking a deep inhale through the nose and a deeper exhale. We're gonna plant the hands into the earth, come off that blade of foot. You're gonna bring that foot into the center. I want you to take a deep inhale here. And then go ahead, exhale, push the hips back, toes point towards the sky. We're just gonna stay here for 4 breaths, taking a deep inhale through the nose. And deeper exhale. 3 more, deep inhale. Deepen that exhale. 2 more, deep inhale. And deep exhale, we're gonna go ahead and push forward, back into the hip flexors, back into your low lunge. From here, we're walking into our pigeon. So you're gonna bring the left foot to where the right hand is. You're gonna bring it in as much as you need. Frame the hands in front of you, take a deep inhale. And exhale, push it forward into your hip flexors and your pigeon pose. So this is completely fine for a pigeon. And I will show you what it looks like in the other angle in a second. But if you are working on that alignment here, you can work on making it to where the shin is eventually parallel to the top of the mat. And deep inhale and exhale. We just want to make sure we're keeping our hips square as we're in this. So a good thing to do is to put a block right underneath your left thigh as you're in this lizard lunge. If this is too much for you, there are other options as well. So if you're going in for the other direction, if you want to see it from the front, all we're doing, we're going to go ahead and walk the left foot to where the right hand is and bring it in as much as we need, right? But if this is not in your alignment, and it may not be, all we're gonna do, hug the knees into the chest, we're gonna roll back onto our back. And we're gonna go ahead, hook the left ankle over that right knee. You can hang out just like this, pushing that knee away from you, and that's completely a-okay. Or maybe you wanna thread the hands through, grab them around the right thigh for a reclined pigeon. Whatever you decide to do, I want you to take it for as long as you need. So maybe that's 8 breaths, maybe that's 3 minutes, whatever it is. I invite you to take it and play it once you're ready to keep going. All right, so from here, we're gonna go ahead. I want you to tuck the right toes into the mat. Take a deep inhale and exhale. We're gonna go ahead and push it back. Maybe you're gonna find your high lunge, plant the hands into the mat. Push it back into your plank. Exhale, push it back into your down dog. From here, we're going to inhale, right leg comes up into your 3-legged down dog. Remember, we're not opening up the hip here. We're keeping those hips tied off. We're going to take a deep inhale here. And then exhale that knee and nose. And step it through into your low lunge. As you're here, you bring the hands to the hips, deep inhale. And exhale, push it forward. From here, stay here as long as you want. Make sure we're engaging the core and engaging the mulabandha. Then let our hands frame the foot. We're going to go ahead and bring right foot to right hand. You're going to bring that shoulder on the inside of that knee here for your lizard lunge. I invite you to pause the video and stay here for as long as you need. Maybe you want to do 8 breaths or however many breaths you want to do. Whenever you're ready to come out of it, we're going to go ahead and plant the hands into the mat. Come off that blade of the foot if you're on it. We're going to go ahead and walk that foot back into center, back into low lunge. From here, take a deep inhale, exhale, push the hips back, toes point towards the sky for a half triangle pose. Taking a deep inhale here, and a deep exhale. 3 more breaths here. 2 more. And last one, deep inhale. And deep exhale, we're going to push forward back into the hip flexor. You're going to bring right foot to where the left hand is. You're going to bring it in as much as you need. Bring the hands in front of you, deep inhale and exhale, push it forward into your pigeon pose. From here, you can bring it to the elbows, onto blocks, whatever you need to do here. And I invite you to take this for as long as you need, right? But once you're ready to come out of it, we're going to plant the hands into the mat. I want you to tuck the left toes. You take a deep inhale and exhale. We're going to go ahead, push it back into your plank pose once you're ready for it. Push it back into your down dog from there. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and inhale, forward plank pose. You can use those knees to support that chaturanga and chaturanga down From here, we're going to go into a shoulder opener. You're going to extend those arms out the side, do into a T shape. Maybe you want to look towards the right. Bring the right hand underneath the right shoulder blade. Bring the right heel to the right hip. Or you take a deep inhale and exhale, open it up into a twisted cross. I have no idea where the fire is at, so that's okay. And you're going to breathe into this. You should feel stretch along the left shoulder. And maybe stay in this for 8 breaths. I'm going to keep going. So let's stay here 1 more breath, taking a deep inhale. Exhale, bring it back onto that tummy. From here, you're going to go ahead, extend that right arm out. You're going to bring left heel under left shoulder blade. A left heel into left hip, left hand underneath left shoulder blade. You're going to look towards the left, take a deep inhale, exhale, bring it into that twisted cross. And then stay here for as long as you need. Maybe that's 8 breaths, maybe it's longer. From here, we're going to go ahead, plant the hands into the earth. You're going to use those knees. And you're going to push it up and back into that tabletop. From here, I want you to create a crisscross in the ankles, and we're going to crisscross it over, finding our derrieres. Right? From here, maybe you need to adjust on your mat. Booty scoot up, hug the knees into the chest, deep inhale, and exhale, bring it back onto your backs. From here, you're going to go ahead, and we're going to bring that right hand onto the left knee, extend that right leg out. You're going to extend that left arm out. You're going to take a deep inhale, and then you're going to go ahead and exhale, bring that left knee towards the right. You should feel a stretch in the supine here. The most important thing to do, whether you're in this asana, is to make sure that left shoulder is grounded, right? And you can look forward here. Maybe you want to look over your left shoulder. If this is too much for you, you get the exact same stretch when you keep both knees together, and then just bring it over towards the right. Whatever you do, I invite you to pause the video and take this for as long as you need. Maybe it's 8 breaths, maybe it's 16 breaths. This is my favorite posture, so I can stay in it for a long time. But whenever you're ready to come out of it, we're going to go ahead, just bring that knees back into the chest, or the knee back into the chest. And from here, you're going to extend that left leg out. Bring the left hand on top of the right knee, extend that right arm out towards the right. Maybe you're going to look towards the right. You're going to take a deep inhale. And then you're going to exhale, bring it over into your twisted cross. Stretch, feeling stretch in the supine. Whatever you're doing here, I invite you to take it for as many breaths as you took in the last side. And then we're going to go ahead and hug the knees into the chest. Rock the knees to the left and to the right, opening up that lower back. And you want to rock those knees in circles here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do 1 more breath in whatever direction you are going. And then we'll go ahead and begin to do 4 breaths in the other direction now. 2 more. Last one, deep inhale. And deep exhale. We're going to go ahead and hug the knees into the chest. Go ahead and bring the nose into the knees. Take a deep inhale here. Then we're going to open that mouth. Exhale, sigh it out. Shoot the feet forward into your Savasana. So Savasana is your resting pose. It's the time that you're giving your body to reset. So as you're here, I want you to let the hands come down by the hips. We're going to go ahead and look up. Close those eyes here. And I'm going to sit up so that I can talk to you. But I want you to stay lying here. And all I want you to do is to make sure we're not holding any tension in between the eyebrows. Make sure the jaw is not at the roof of the mouth. Make sure the jaw is not clenched here. Unclench it. Make sure the tongue's not at the roof of the mouth. As you're here, we're going to find a point of total relaxation. For me, the best way to find that is to focus on my natural rhythm of breath. To focus on my inhales and focus on my exhales. Maybe you want to manifest the moment in a different way. You're more than welcome to fall asleep here. You maybe manifest it by visualizing a white healing light coming from the crown of the head and working its way down your body, healing any pain you may have in the process I recommend you take your Shavasana for 10 minutes. Maybe you have a song that you really like for Shavasana. I have a favorite song for Shavasana, which I will put in the description for you guys.